Friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Freelancer Madhvi, and today I'm going to share something interesting. And interesting, why I am saying this interesting, that because this is the topic which will work for every person, either he is a student, learner, fresher, junior consultant, or any person he wants to know about the implementation of any software or any process. So as you can see, there is a in this screen there is a shared question paper format. This is a sample format of a question paper that we are designing questions. In this session, we are designing questions. Why questions? Because if you want to implement a solution, you need questions. You need to answer question. And to answer question, you need to know the root of the question. Why we have so many questions and why we have to answer those questions. So solution-based company, if we are a service provider, if we are a consultant, or if we are in a client company, for every situation, we need a question paper along with the answers. Why? Take example. We can take example. See, if we are running a small business, a small kind of business in which we are using Excel, and for the prompt notifications we are using email and messaging system. So we are maintaining our books in Excel. We can using Excel we can maintain easily the data and save the data properly. So we are using Excel, and we are using emailing systems, notification for the connecting people with each other, and we can also using some mobile applications or messaging systems. But we are using a very small kind of software in which we are just maintaining our accounting system. So if we are expanding our business, we need some big software through which we can handle our inventory, our warehouse management system, our HR module system, our manufacturing module, our subcontracting module. So these modules we can easily cover with the higher version of any kind of ERP software like Dynamics ERP. So if we choose Dynamics ERP, we need to know for what kind of business we are using this software. So to work with a client company, if we are a solution provider, we need to provide the solution. But on what parameter we need? So define the parameter, we need to design the questions. And we need to ask the question from the client company. And the responsibility of the client company towards this, they need to design and work on their questions. If they are running a trading business, they have the scope and limitations, and they have the parameters, validations on business. They have the business idea, business operations like workflows, how they operate the business, what is missing, what they need to add in their business. So these are the things we need to work on this with the client company. So as a consultant, we need to know the questions to provide a solution. So if you can check, we need to design, to implement a solution, we need to design question paper. So to design a question paper, we need to write question paper based on the modules. If we have multiple modules in our company, we need to design questions, and based on this question, a consultant designs the answers. So a client company's work is to design question, but a solution provider company who work jointly with the client company, the responsibility of the solution provider company to answer those questions with justified reason and with the scope and limitation of the software. So sometimes we can use the inbuilt functionality and features which is available in the software, and sometimes we can customize some solution within the software, within the prescribed limit. So within the limitations, we can customize something which is required by the client company. So sometimes customization sometimes is not right thing. Maximum times, most of the time, customizations is a chargeable thing, and sometimes it's minor chargeable or sometimes a major chargeable thing. So next, what we can do with this parameters, with this environment in which we need some questions depending on the modules, depending on the business needs, depending on the business scope, depending on the business idea, depending on the business type. Business type, if they are trading, service, or manufacturing unit. So every business type has different set of questions. So create subject, create topic, and combination of these things are the question set. And we can import question using Excel. We can import question using Excel into the our ERP system, and we can also define question patterns. So how we can check this thing in our software? You can check with the PC also. Currently I am in the Navision. You need to type the questionnaire. So if you click on the questionnaire, the system will suggest you the configuration questionnaire. So the rapid start means quick start system in which you don't need any major kind of customization. Maximum times there is no need of any customization. This is the rapid start, quick start with inbuilt functionality. This is the rapid start service. So click on the configuration questionnaire, and system will provide the inbuilt settings. See, default configuration questionnaires are available here, and click on the question areas. Get in this page. See, general ledger setup, inventory setup, purchase and payable, and sales and receivable. If you are running with a simple trading company or service company or manufacturing company, you can use these things easily. So I'm clicking in on the edit button by selecting the general ledger setup. This is selecting, and you can check all the questions. This is the set of questions, and if you want to check this with your client company, You can provide the question set to them, or you can ask face to face with the designated person. So check the question. This is the setup page. You can check by tapping the general ledger setup. This is a page in which maximum configuration we can set. So this is the consultant part that he or she can design general ledger setup page with the inbuilt setting, or they can activate or disactivate some features based on the requirement of the client company. So start with the question number 1, and these are the field ID. These field IDs are present in the this general ledger setup page. I will show you the general ledger setup page. First, we can check the questions. If you want to limit the date interval for which posting is allowed, enter the allowed posting from date here. If you want to limit the date interval for which posting is allowed, enter the allowed posting to date here. These are the sample questions. So, what are the possible value and what will the answer? You can check. You can possible values. You need, if you want to assign the answer, you can check the answer. You can assign the answer. You can use the templates, and if you want to put some question sets, you can easily import here, and you can design your own. So basically, I'm going to show you the most important questions, like if the client company is dealing with multi-currency or foreign currency, if their vendor or customers are outside from their country, if they are using and dealing in foreign currency, they can easily we need to check these questions, like is the local currency and EMU currency. So this is a European monetary currency related thing. So if they are dealing with this kind of currency, you can question them, and if they say yes, you can give the field value as yes. What is the currency code of local currency? If you are working with a client of Indian company, the answer will always be local currency as LCY. If you are working with a foreign company, you need to check the local currency. So this is the answer. If they are an Indian company, this is the answer, that the field value is equal to INR. They are not going to change the field value. So for the payment discount, and if VAT is working on this country, so you can read all the questions and you can check what kind of thing is to activate, what kind of answer you need to put. You need to check with the question. You need to ask them this question, and based on the answers, you can provide the value to the field. These are the setup page. So I'm going to setup page. After checking the question, you need to check the general that particular setup page also, for which checking the questions. So this is the page. The questionnaire set based on this page. So you can design your own question if you want to design based on the business requirement, based on the client company. So this is the page, these are the fields, and if I can see the values. Values means this. If MU currency needs to activate, enable it. When you click on this, this will activate this field as a when you place a check mark, and so this is the value. If you tick it here, it means it is activated, enabled, and if you don't want to activate it, leave it blank. So this is deactivated. This company is not using any. This company is not the part of any EMU country. So you can check all the related questions. Compare with your questionnaire. Set of questions related to the setup. So default configuration questionnaire. Next, you can check with the inventory setup, purchase payable, sales and receivable, and you can use the search box and type purchase and payable setup. So system will show you the page, and after typing and searching sales and receivable setup, system will show you the sales and receivable related setup page. You can check your questions and values and compare with the questionnaire and setup page. So next time I can check the inventory setup. So do you want to use the automatic cost posting function? Do you want to post expected cost? Which method do you use for for average costing? If you change the method, all entities will adjust it. So these are the things. Do you want to copy comment? So you can easily transfer these questions questions exporting into Excel and send this thing to your client company or user. But before sending these question set, you need to design your own question set based on the requirement gathering, based on the discussions, what you have done, what you have checked through the client company workflows, operation flows, and through checking or surfing their website and discussing. This is the discussion based questions. So sometimes you need to check the question based on the setups, and sometimes you need to check the question which would be based on the client requirement. So if you can study easily on all the thing and what is available and what you needs to implement, you need to map. After mapping, apply the answers. So inventory setup, starting from this, and do items require a location code in order to be posted? If we can discuss on this question, location. If you want to mandatory location for your operation flow, for creating any kind of invoice, you want to mandatory location. So this is the best question to client company. After every check the related page. See, inventory set. Only the setup one, inventory setup. All are the setups. Question was, do you want to use automatic cost posting, expected costing, and location? Do you want to mandatory the location what is the effect of this if you enable this thing? Effect. If you want to post any kind of invoice, shipment, receipt entry, system will ask for the location. You mandatorily need to assign a location if you want to post any receipt, shipment or invoice, because the taxation will charge on the physical inventory at the time of recording removal of the inventory from the location, receiving inventory or stock or item into the location. All the time you need a location to register inventory, to maintaining stock and to maintaining physical quantity of the item. So location is mandatory if you are generating goods received note. It means GRN. If you are raising GRN, if you are raising purchase receipt document, if you are shipping something, and when you are transferring goods for internal purpose and you are using a transfer order, and sometimes if you are using subcontracting module, warehouse module. So in these parameters you need locations. You can use a single location or you can create multiple location for different purposes. This is based on you and this is based on the requirement of the client company. So next. So I'm not going to check the other setup like purchase and payable and sales and receivable. This is for the purchase side. You can say this is for the purchasing purposes and purchasing module. You can check all the question, you can read, and if you want to put the answer, you can assign the answer here for your future prospect. And this is for the sales. See all the questions. Sometimes so in the inbuilt system, if you are using Navision or Business Central, there are set of questions you need to check with this functionality. And on the basis of this thing, you can create your own set. You can click on new, you find like if I'm going to I need to I need to give the code, the warehouse module. This is the code. And if you want to import it, you need to use the configuration package. You need to assign the table ID. You can create manually also, and you can use the template also for importing purpose. Or you can write manually if you want to use it as a manual process. So, but you need to connect the table and you need to connect with the table ID. So I'm going to show you 311 sales and receivable setup. This is the table name because we have the setup page name is sales and receivable. You are going to assign some kind of warehouse module. You need to check is this any warehouse setup is available. So use the name and check is any kind of warehouse setup is available. I need a setup page because currently we are working with the setup. Okay, this is available. So update questions. If this is available in the system, questions have been updated. Say what is the easiest way you can check. If you are working with the warehouse module and create some questions, but you build system. The system will help you if you use the system accordingly as the system is designed. So this is the way. Ignore primary. This is a technical term. You can ignore. Use the simple thing which is easily understandable. Like if you want to use a receipt number, put away numbers, require receipt, require put away. These are the see answers. If you're confused with the questions and answer, check with the answer option. If this is code, means this is recognition thing like this code, and field value, this is, it means this is a number series. This is the number series, so you can ignore these questions like till 6 till 6 till 8. These are the number series, so ignore till 8, and then you need to check the require receive. You want to require receive, you want to use this location for warehouse module, you want to use this location for receiving goods. If yes, you need to assign yes. If no, no, I don't want to use this location for the warehouse purpose for receiving material. So system will not going to allow you to receive material through that location. A system will not allow you to use that location as a warehouse functionality, as a warehouse module, not use. So read all the questions carefully. You need to check the question. If you don't understand, but if you want to learn more, check with the answers, check with the field value, and after reading the field value, if you think no, this is not understandable, ignore. So as an end user, ignore till that number. Till then you can't understand the thing. Now from which number, this is easy for you. You can use your list, your question, you can record your question from there. So from ninth, this is a ninth number, this is very easily understandable, so we can use from the ninth number. So next, if we can check this with the setups, require receive, what I would say, is this right or not? So we need to check the warehouse setup. Same, you can use the manufacturing setup. This available setup, manufacturing setup is also there. See, require receive, require put away, require shipment. If you want to check this require receive, system will use warehousing system for this ERP software. You need to click on these fields. So this is the question. And receipt posting policy. if you want to show error, sometimes error is not showing and user get confused why error is in the method. You need to activate enable option. Also, you need to choose the option from disabling or enabling the feature. Posting errors are not processed. If you select this option, system will not show you any error during any issue. So if you activate this, stop the processing and show you the error. So you can easily identify what is the issue. You can understand with the showing message and you can resolve. So you need to check. And these are the number series. That these was the number series. So you can note this thing. And one more thing for the location purpose. As I said, purpose. Locations. Location list. So this is the location list. So as I said, require receipt. If you want to use this location for the receiving purpose, you need to use this warehouse tab and you need to click require receipt if you want to use this location for the GRN purpose in this warehouse module. So after activating the warehouse setup, you need to assign the questionnaire. You need to design a questionnaire for location code also. You need to design the location code questions. And if this is the location of main store, it means we need to require receive goods in this store, in this location. And if this is a finished goods store, you need to you need to activate required shipment. So you need to check all the thing, and if you want to use bin, you need to click on the bin mandatory, and if you want to assign fixed bin for the receiving, for the shipping, you need to assign the thing bin here in the bin tab. But after clicking the bin mandatory, then you can assign the bins. So add the questionnaire for create new, and you can create for the locations also. So I'm going to show you one more. Locations. And we check the table. And name. See the 14 number. Locations for the locations list page, and for the location card, we need to use the table ID for the location. Select this. Update questions. So after clicking on this, table ID. See, code. Code means what is the location code. Like Delhi, for the Delhi location, this is the description in detail. For the long name, this is for the short name. You can use code as a short name. easy to open the location card and you can check by editing, by viewing any co-location code, you can answer all this question. So, sales and receivables setup. Sales, this is for purchase, this is for inventory, this is for all, this is for warehouse model, and this is for location. And same in the same way you can use for manufacturing setup also. Let we can manufacturing setup. Blank, so no need to worry. So we need to use check need and next is other questions. You can use the setup. This is for standard inbuilt. You can cross check this question setup page. So and you can use these questions. Next, now we can check the manufacturing setup. This is this page. Okay guys, this is it. I'm not going to show you other thing, just reading all the thing what I have explained in the today's session. So that point, we can use the search engine. You can use the thing with the search engine also, like the questionnaire method of data collection for implementing Navision and Business Central. You can use this question and check all the answers with all the threads. So questionnaire means set of question through which you can answer questions. You can ask questions for the business purpose from the client or from the related persons. So to create questions, you can use multiple kind of help. If you want to create questions for HR model, you need to use this thing. How can you create questions? What kind of questions you need to design? What are the types? What are the parameters? What are the questionnaire components? Answer group and answers. Or setting up multiple kind of questionnaire and result group. If this is the question, what will be the answer? And sometimes the key thing is to design a questionnaire is requirement gathering. It means discussion with the client. You need to ask questions related with the topic, related with the module, related with the business scope uh, and business type. So ask question, design your question set, and implement your solution. Either you are in a starting phase, or in a middle, or you are in a post-implementation phase. For every stage, pre-implementation, in the between, when you are working with the implementation phase, after implementation means post-implementation. In every phase, you need a question set, and uh, these are the milestones. If you implement one milestone, like if you are start with the general ledger setup, then you implemented all the purchase and payable setups, sales and receivable setup, and then locations. These are the steps. If uh, you implemented successfully, designed successfully, and run the process successfully. So after go live, you can check your growth, and system will always help you with these questions, with this inbuilt question, and you need to add your own questions. And one more thing, the last thing is you need to work on the SEO stack methodology. This will help you to design product specific questions, templates, and you need to map all the process with the related document. So that's it, friends. You can use this thing, and you can use the inbuilt functionality, and to directly connect with this page, you need to search the path, or you need to type the configuration questionnaire. So practice the thing, and you can always ask the question using the comment box. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching and listening and appreciating my YouTube channel. Thank you.